What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and today we are going to talk about that last episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, or should I say, The Real Minions of Teresa. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, y'all. So the episode starts out where Frank and Dolores sit there. They get up in the morning and they talk about what happened the night before with Teresa throwing shit and basically having an adult damn tantrum at the restaurant the night before. So Dolores says, the whole situation last night was just crazy, and she just wants Margaret to stop asking Teresa questions. Here's my thing. Y'all keep on talking about what Marge is doing or whatever. Yes, Marge, I do feel like she need to just give it a damn rest. If Teresa don't care about what's going on with dude and behind the scenes and the gangster lane with all the stuff he doing with the chicks that he was screwing with before, let her be oblivious to it. Stop bringing it up. You've already brought it up 2,000 times. After the second time you brought it up and you ain't get no traction from it, you should have just let the shit go. However, Teresa is living in this warped sense of thinking that it's okay for her to take on a thought in her head and act it out as if it's true. Basically, once she got in her head that she thinks that Marge is talking to the ex-girlfriends and bringing this information forward, just because she think it got to be happening. But I don't like how her friends, i.e. Dolores, are making excuses and kind of putting caution tape around the things that Teresa does and wanting everybody else to change their behavior to basically mold to what makes her happy. And that shit is lame and dumb. Y'all are some grown ass women. Ain't no goddamn way I'm going to be pussyfooting around my damn friends. Ain't no way. Absolutely not. So basically, she was like, saying Margaret should have just chilled out. And Frank says Margaret is not doing anything that serious for Teresa to have those unnecessary actions that she had from the night before. And I agree. I think everybody needs to stop making excuses for Teresa's behavior, because if they keep on doing that, she gonna keep on acting like this. And this time, if her ass go to jail, it ain't gonna be because of her damn ex-husband. It's gonna be because of her own doing and her temper. So in the next scene, everyone comes downstairs for breakfast, and Margaret says, they basically all start talking about the situation. And Margaret says Teresa's behavior was unacceptable and everyone should not accept that. Jennifer brings up Margaret calling Teresa a liar. And Margaret says, well, she did lie. She said that I'm the one feeding information to bloggers and I'm not. So that's a lie. Okay. And so Melissa says, well, we know Margaret is not leaking things to the blogs, but Teresa is upset because you keep bringing the things up constantly about Louis. Okay. Jessica, yay, I'm actually catching the live. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for watching. So Jackie says, why can't you just, Jennifer says to Margaret, she says, well, why can't you just apologize to her and say, I'm sorry for asking questions? Because, bitch, I'm not sorry. I asked her, we're on a show. He's on the internet doing weird shit, and I want to know why. Why the fuck am I apologizing to this bitch? She just threw a whole dinner and the drinks that went with it and the sides on me. Are you kidding me? All of y'all have been brainwashed to the max, because if anybody had done that to you, you would have been ready to whoop their ass. In this situation, everybody is cowering under Teresa's left foot. What on earth is wrong with y'all? And why is this the type of behavior that continuously is brought forward as okay? It's not okay. And it's y'all gonna keep on doing that until she do that shit to one of y'all. But anyway, and Jennifer, get your lips, your puffy lips off of Teresa's ass. I'm about sick of your ass too. You and Dolores, about 2 seconds. I can't. Anyway, moving on, y'all, because I'm trying to tell you, Teresa is one of them characters that just really get my blood boiling, because she is ridiculous. So Jackie says, so Jen says, why can't you just apologize? and then Marge says the double standards kill me. Jackie says, we are we have to basically, pussyfoot around her or whatever. Like, what's going on? And Margaret says, your family accepts this behavior and dances around her. I'm not fucking doing that. And I agree with Margaret. Like, I'm not about to pussyfoot around Teresa all the damn time. That's just not what we about to do. If she doing something trifling to me, I'm gonna call her ass out on it and keep it on it and keep it pushing. Like, she cannot continue to think that this behavior is okay. So Joe asks, what do you need to hear? This is Joe, Teresa's brother. He's like, so what do you need me to hear? What do you need to hear so this can go good, tomorrow? Because they were all just praising Teresa, saying, well, you have to understand she was in a bad marriage, and she has this guy, Louis, coming in and just kind of rolling out the red carpet for her. So, so I gotta let her bully me because she happy. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all have lost your M&F mind. No, that is not how this works. She cannot be around here being disrespectful. And y'all are on reality TV. And this nigga doing some real bullshit on the internet. And y'all need to ask her about it. He could be crazy and deranged. And if y'all don't ask, if he had her tied up in the basement somewhere, then she would be mad that nobody checked on her. So it's like, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. So moving on, Margaret says, Teresa needs to apologize and show up and not escalate things tomorrow. And Joe says if Teresa blows up, he will grab her and walk her out of the dinner. So in the next scene, Dolores talks to Teresa and she says Teresa says she doesn't want to be around Margaret. Okay. And so Dolores says she's going to meet up with Teresa. She tells Teresa, I'm going to meet up with you and we're going to go shopping, and I'm not going to go with the girls to go record this song. I'm just not going to do that because I don't want to do it anyway. And, me and you need to catch up. And Teresa says, okay, cool. I'm down with that. So then the guys are going on a boat tour, and Tiki isn't going because he has to record his show. How responsible. Anyway, moving right along, the guys get on the boat, start drinking, the guys start talking, and Louis said that was the worst he's ever seen Teresa. Basically, she embarrassed the fuck out of him. Like, he looked so embarrassed, like he turned redder than his tan already had him looking. So he was basically saying she's very protective, and Louis feels like the women never gave him a fair chance. And Marge's Joe said, well, Marge is just protective of Teresa, and she wanted to address the things that were out on the internet in protection of her to make sure that, basically you're not some crazy dude out here trying to get at her. So in the next scene, the ladies go to Nashville to record a song. They order drinks to loosen up. The songwriters come out and help them write a song, and Melissa says it's something she wants to play at dinner for everybody to hear it. And hopefully them hearing this song, whatever they've created, it could be something that can kind of bring them back together. And I thought it was really cute. They all kind of threw out lyrics and they ended up recording the song, and it sounded real cute. And the effort that they put in, the logistics behind it as to what they wanted the song to do, I get it, but you still dealing with Teresa, so I don't know why the hell y'all thought that was gonna work. So the guys are on the boat. Joe gives Frank this child, these dudes, I tell you. So he gives him this damn dildo, child. And then he cuts the dick part off and leaves the balls, saying, now you got balls. I'm like, oh, okay, sir. Y'all are crazy. So then they taking shots, sliding down the slide, jumping in the water, all that good stuff. The guys always are good to have a good time. Like, any positivity on the show or they have any issues, they talk about it, keep it pushing, and move on. I really wish women could be like that sometimes, but I guess we too damn emotional, child. So in the next scene, Teresa meets with Dolores at the cowboy clothing store. And Dolores says that Teresa's blind rage is not good. And she told her that she needs to learn to walk away. And she gave her the example of when her and Jackie had like a disagreement at Jackie's party, little frat keg party or whatever, frat sorority style keg college party or whatever. And how she was kind of going at Jackie, and she had to gain her composure, walk away, come back, and they were able to resolve it. She's telling Teresa that she needs to learn how to do that. And Teresa is basically like, yeah, you know what? I ain't doing that. Fuck her. I don't want to be her friend. And yeah, I don't really give a fuck about nothing that you're saying right now, because it's Not what I want to do. I want to be rude, and I just want to be sank all the time. It's what it is. And I'm like, wow. And she says, you know what? Then she finally says, you know what? I will apologize to everybody. I'm not apologizing to Marge. I will apologize to the group for what I did or whatever. And I'm like, girl, whatever. And then, so Teresa says Marge just needs to apologize to her for dragging her boyfriend through the mud. And Teresa says, and then so Dolores says, do what you want. I'm not your keeper, but please come to dinner civil, basically. And they all, end up, so she ends up leaving. And then the ladies and everybody come back to the house from recording the song. And the guys come back from the boat trip. All of them drunk as a damn skunk. It's hilarious. Bill got his shirt on backwards. Frank got the balls around his neck. Everybody is tore up from the floor up. I don't even know how they made it to that daggone van to get back. I'm so glad neither one of them had to drive. It's crazy. Louis, apparently, he didn't come back to the house, obviously, with them because they're staying at a hotel. And allegedly, apparently, production is the reason why Teresa and Louis had to leave to go to that hotel the night before, because they wouldn't about to be having no friction going up in the house. And here's my thing. I kind of want to say this real quick. That stuff that Teresa did at that dinner the night before, let that had been Potomac or Atlanta, it would have been blown the hell out of proportion. But Teresa, okay, notably doesn't give a damn, isn't going to apologize, has no regret for what she did, right? You assaulted someone, essentially, okay? And Marge was smart enough not to retaliate. Now, in those other two franchises, somebody probably would have retaliated in most part, but Giselle doesn't, and people come for her all the time. But anyway, I digress. But it's not being there. She's not being held to the sword like the other franchises. Get it together, Bravo. The double standards are absolutely sickening. Okay, so moving right along. Everyone gets dressed for dinner, and Joe and Melissa discuss him and Louis' conversation. Louis says he loves Teresa. She has his back and he's got hers. He's going to have a conversation with her to make sure she cools down before they come to dinner. Okay, so this is the conversation that Joe and Louis had as they were leaving the boat trip and going their separate ways to get dressed. So once everyone comes down for dinner and the ladies start chatting. So Melissa says, listen, we had a really good time making that song. I'm pissed that you guys weren't there, but whatever. How was shopping? So Jackie asks, is Teresa going to apologize to Margaret? And Dolores says no, because she feels like Margaret was judging Louis by what she read instead of getting to know him. So Tracy says, how can you get to know someone when you can't ask some questions? And I agree. Teresa, anytime she can ask everybody questions all the way up to their social security number, but can't nobody ask her what she ate for dinner yesterday without her getting annoyed. Like, what the fuck? The double standards are trash. Like, they really are. Can't nobody ask her shit about Louis, but you can go to somebody's house full of people that you don't know at Jackie and Evan's house and make up a whole damn rumor about her. Like, I just don't get it. So Marge says, I would never dump food and drinks all over anyone. That is inappropriate. And Jennifer says, you should say that to her. And Marge says, I'm not saying shit to her. Are you kidding me? Like, again, why are y'all pushing Marge to initiate this conversation with Teresa when she was the one that was wronged? Teresa needs to initiate a conversation and be a grown-ass woman that's almost 50 years old and act like it. It's crazy. So in the next scene, Teresa and Louis walk in, and Melissa goes over to assess whether Teresa going to do the most or be civil. So Teresa makes a comment about Melissa's outfit, but Melissa said, oh, I thought you were actually apologizing. I thought that's what you were doing. And Teresa was like, I know you fucking lying. I ain't apologizing about shit. The fuck? I know you did. I didn't. You didn't hear me say that. So as they're kind of chatting back and forth with Teresa and her catsuit child, a cowboy walks in to teach them the line dance. They learn the line dance, and ain't nobody got no rhythm. Moving on. Even Tiki ass, and he supposed to be the black one in the crew, but anyway. Moving on. Melissa plays the song for everyone at dinner that they made at the recording studio. And Teresa still being a bitch on the side saying, "Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't there. I'm so glad." I'm like, girl, they didn't want your ass there anyway. Your eyebrow, your damn forehead probably was too short to be in the studio and get to the mic anyway. So shut the hell up. I'm just so sick of her. I'm so sick of her. So anyway, she even says the part that says all of them are friends really after they fight. She was like, no, we're not. So then everyone sits down to eat, and Teresa gives this lame ass. This is where it gets to the end where she gives this lame ass apology. Okay. This is exactly what she says. She apologizes to the group and says, I'm sorry for my actions, and you know, I don't normally act like this. Louis is the love of my life, and when someone hurts him, they are hurting me. And that's why I acted the way I did, because I was provoked. People are praying for people are praising her for this apology, namely like Joe. I don't think I heard Melissa, but I definitely heard Jackie and her lips poking out to say something. And Louis. So they're all praising her for this terrible ass apology that she just gave. And I'm like, girl, so basically she provoked you to push drinks on her. Are you kidding me? She didn't even say anything to you. All she said was you lied about her talking to the bloggers about feeding her them information. She says she didn't do it, but you keep saying that she did. And if she didn't do it, you are lying. So that's not cause for you. That's not the cause nor the effect for you to be throwing drinks on somebody. That is absolutely insane. So then people are, as they're praising her for this apology, Marge whispers to Melissa and Tracy on the other side of the table and said, that is not an apology. And she did, she basically was like, Teresa is an asshole and she's not owning up to her behavior. And so Jennifer says, I thought that was a nice apology. Here she goes, stirring the damn pot. I thought that was a nice apology. You didn't think that it was a nice apology? Jennifer, just knock it the hell off. You know that wasn't no damn apology. You know good and goddamn well that wasn't no apology. You just trying to start some shit. So Marge says, what part? What part of it was a nice apology? So Teresa says that apology was not for Margaret. It was for the group. I'm like, girl, you in your cat suit. It must be really tight and squeezing the blood out of your brain because you are so dumb. What is what? You know that wasn't no damn apology that you gave. You didn't mean any of that shit that you said either. So moving on. Joe says we can all sit here like human beings and just finish our meal and just move on, okay? And Marge says, yeah, let's just make it through dinner for one night with nothing flying. I'm like, yes, Marge, bring it back up because y'all seem to be dancing around the fact that this bitch threw something at somebody. Like, that's not okay. Y'all are superior grown people and throwing stuff at people. That's not okay. So then Teresa says, well, I didn't eat dinner last night. Margaret did, but she always eats. She never misses dinner. Bitch, are you fucking kidding me? So now you fat shaming Marge. Aren't you selling athletic wear? I wonder how your customers feel about you saying some shit like that. I would not buy Ned's set from you. Let's be very clear. Okay? Because that is very disrespectful. Everybody, you sitting at the table with somebody that has a fucking eating disorder. And you want to talk about Marge and her body. All of y'all got enough surgery to become a millionaire on all of y'all bodies at this table. So I know you fucking lying, talking shit. Girl, moving right along. Marge said, Teresa, when she said that, she said, Teresa says your friend needs to apologize to me. I'm sorry. Jackie said, I don't love the way you treat my friend. And she says, in her confessional, Teresa is body shaming Margaret again, and no one ever corrects her. So Teresa says, your friend needs to apologize to me. That's what she says to Jackie. And Marge says, your apology was trash, by the way, BT dubs. And so Mars says your apology was trash. Apology 101 says don't say but. So Teresa turns to Melissa and says, you better check your friend and tell her I did not say but. Girl, why don't you say it? She right here. You say it. Why I got to fucking say it? First of all, you don't tell me to do shit. I'm a grown ass woman. Don't tell me to tell nobody nothing. I ain't got a problem with her. Your fucking ass do. So you tell her that you didn't say but, bitch. Okay? And that's what I would have told her if I was Melissa. I wouldn't give a good goddamn if she didn't want to talk to me no more. Because that type of shit right there, you don't tell me what to do. I'm grown. Because look here, little bitch. If anybody about to be telling somebody something, I'm about to be telling you about your damn self. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. Okay? And that apology, like the apology was just so trash. Like, I cannot. Let's see. Jessica says the apology was insulting in itself. Absolutely. Absolutely. So then Teresa turns to Melissa and says, you better check your friend and tell her I did not say but. Tell her to shut the fuck up. And on the phone earlier, Teresa tells Melissa and Joe if they don't have her back, she isn't going to have a relationship with them. And I'd have been like, well, bye, bitch. Bye. Good fucking riddance. Okay? Because maybe I need to be an adversary on this show at this point. Because, listen, maybe that'll help you get some more ratings. You ain't got to come back and lie on motherfuckers next season and make up some shit, and then you ain't got to worry about somebody coming for you. We could just feud. But that could be your storyline in ours too, because we struggling with a storyline, and clearly you fucking struggling for one too. So let's just hate each other, because you are getting on my last motherfucking nerve, and I ain't got none left. Like, the nerve of you to even be able to call somebody and give them that ultimatum and say that. I'd have been like, if she had called me and said that shit, I'd have been like, well, who the fuck? I know you fucking lying. You're not going to talk to me if I don't do what you want me to do. Which butt cheek you want to see first so you can kiss my ass? You got me fucked up, bitch. Seriously. Ain't no damn way. I'd be like, so let me check my schedule. What time would you like me to come by so you can kiss my ass? Because I'm not doing any of that. Oh, that's not what I do. I don't bow down and kiss the ring. That's not what I do ever. So you're gonna need to find another plan, meaning protect yourself, not use me to do it. That's dead. So then she says, so Dolores basically gets upset. Melissa looking like a deer in the headlights, because she's like, I don't want to piss my sister-in-law off. We did have years of not talking, but I also don't want to feel like some child being, and you just trying to disrespect me. Like, you just basically try to sun me at this table, and that's not about to happen. So she says absolutely nothing, which she should have stood up to her ass and let her know, because I feel like if they stand up to Teresa, she will stop this bullshit. She keeps doing that because they're perpetuating this behavior and making it seem like it's okay. So then Dolores walks away and says, I'm sick of this. If you don't like each other, don't talk to each other. I'm just sick of it. And then Melissa feels awkward because neither of them want to say anything. And then, neither of them wants to get over it. And then Teresa and Louis end up leaving. Child, I'm about done with this. Like, Bravo, you got to do something about this broad, because she's attacking people, and because she's known for this famous table flip, she thinks that this shit is okay. So next time her ass gonna be behind damn bars in Jersey for her own fucking doing. It ain't gonna be because of damn Joe Giudice, because he out the country. Ain't nothing he can do to her now. My thing is, if Louis has done things, you are a TV star, you know that you're on TV, you know you're going to have to address this stuff. But again, that would mean that we're talking to a logical person. But one day, Teresa going to take her leopard suit and break bad at the wrong person, and they're going to beat that ass and peel that headline back. That's what the fuck going to happen to her. So she might want to stop being Captain Gangster in front of everybody. But she know where to do that shit at. She do that shit on TV because she knows that she has protection. If she go in the wrong place, meaning around me doing that shit, you won't make it out. But anyway, y'all, thank you guys for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that watches this show too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.